So, who is the asshole? Is your twin flame the asshole because they ran away? They blocked you on Facebook? They don't want to be in a relationship with you right now that is romantic? They have someone else? Or is it me as the teacher that could help you? Am I the asshole? Because oftentimes people come in contact with me and start to do the real twin flame work that's different than what they did before, and it works. And then their trauma is loosened up, for instance, and they just get all these interpretations and visuals, and they're new and they're awful because they need to be released and they're connected to old trauma. And then they think that I did that, and even that it is me instead of themselves by means of projection. So now I am the asshole. Or, well, here it comes. Or when you do the real twin flame inner work, you start to understand when you listen to my work more and more and come to the coaching behind the screen. You start to understand more and more that you actually need to do the key tool for twin flame inner work supported by the 9-point energy system. Because we're really not used to how to have our mentality for success in twin flame unions. That's not integrated in human beings as of yet. We're not there yet that it's already the norm for us. So you need to do the twin flame inner work. And what's the core feature of twin flame inner work? What's it really about? What is so special about it? Well, I talked about it many times already, so you must already know. Let me know in a comment if you do right now. What's so special about twin flame inner work? What's the point of it? What makes it different than any other sort of, I have a tool to feel better in this way or that way or the other, or for my body, for my mental health, for my I don't know what, for my food, for my health, for my name it. What makes it completely and utterly different so that you only ever need to do the twin flame inner work and not all the other things? However, they can be combined with twin flame inner work. That is leading. The twin flame inner work is leading. And other things that some sort of fall underneath that and just, work out some things that first have been healed in the main by the twin flame inner work. What is that makes it so different? What's like the central thing that I have said over and over? Well, again, that's true. That you need to feel your feelings, truly feel them. That's the beginning of what it makes it different. Often because we like to numb out, and that's just not working. So you need to feel your feelings truly, utterly, and completely. But that's not even yet the core of it. Like the real twin flame inner work stands out because it will always mean whether you do key version 1, version 2, or version 3 or 4 even, because right now we worked with it so long that we have already 4 versions. And that's going to be it. Okay, that's going to be it. Just 4 angles towards the very same, towards this same central thing that makes it stand out. And that is that you need to turn things around. You need to turn things around. So here we arrive at who's the asshole, your twin flame, me, or you, because you need to turn it around. So now we get it. Oh, okay. And you have like this humble moment, which you need for twin flame union. And then you say, okay, so maybe it's you that is the asshole instead of the twin flame. So did you now finally get it? Did you now finally find the solution for everything, and like union is on the corner, and like they will call you up in an hour. Are we already there? And they will say that they love you, right? And they say that they want to start a true romance with you, and a relationship, and a marriage, and a family, and a mission business, and a life, and an everlasting life, eternal life. It just goes on and on and on together. That would be something, right? So, did you reach that now? Now that you say that you are the asshole? Because for twin flame inner work, you need to turn things around. And maybe like you finally got it. You're like, oh, now finally I got it. Oh, Petra said that so many times. I just need to turn it around. So, who's the asshole? Me. I am the asshole. Oh. Okay, and then it starts to sink in like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, maybe first comes something like, you must be kidding me, Petra. I am the asshole? I am the asshole? And people get angry then. But this is a stadia, and this is a stage in where you need to move through. It is a stage. You're gonna see that you are the asshole, and that there is some truth in that you are going to see that it's you that sees weird things, and it's you that is not healed, and it's you that behaved strangely and weird and bad and immoral, and it's you that went against God's will, and that's why you're in problems. It's you that doesn't fall together yet with your deeper truth that you are already in union. Because it's the truth of your being. How can you not be in the truth of your being? But you are holding that back from manifesting it on the outside too, what is already true in your deepest core. You are the one that has built walls against it, even though you were not conscious of it. But that's the whole point of twin flame inner work. That's why we do it. That's why it's necessary. That's why we have a teacher to make you conscious of that. That's why we have a year group course that starts on May the 1st, 2025. So you're starting to go somewhere here. Because did you know that there is a place where you can actually do something about your situation actively as an empowered human being? And that place is right here, is in the you, is in me, is in yourself. That's where that place is, where you actually have the power to change things. And for twin flame union, you need to take that indeed very seriously, because only in you feel the heart. Only in you sense the core of union. Only in you can heal your place in union so that their place in union shifts as well, because you are connected when you are true twin flames. You share that consciousness space that is the union space. Otherwise, they're not your twin flame. And that is okay, because that would just mean that your true twin flame is still out there for you, and you can keep on moving forward and actually finding the real one soon enough. Don't you worry. So it is inside of you that you can do something about things, about this seemingly unsolvable problem that you hate deeply, that you say they're an asshole for. That seems insurmountable in any sort of way, because they're already married, they have already children, they have a full family, they live on the other side of the world, they're in another religion, they're 30 years older or younger than you, or something else that seems insurmountable to you, completely and utterly insurmountable. And you can change that because you are part of the union space that you share. And that's also why our group, Twin Flame Abundance Now, that starts up on May the 1st, 2025, will work so well. Because we take the you out of your union and put you in our group in which I will share the union consciousness. So that you become newly attuned to the actual union consciousness vibration. So that where you are influences the union space that you share, you must share with your true twin flame. So they will be affected as well. And things will change for the better. I promise you that. Because otherwise, when it doesn't, it's not your twin flame. Or you're doing the twin flame inner work wrong. And that's, of course, also why you need to come to the group course. Because then we'll just do it together and make sure that it is done correctly. And you're tuned into the right vibration, because that's where I will share it. I will share it inside of that group space, right? That's where you pick it up. That's why you follow that group for over a year. To tune you into what it is really about, so that your changes that you need to make for things to work out can be made organically and with love and care and just smoothly. So we'll transform you. And yes, you're also going to be confronted with where you are the so-called asshole, quote unquote. Because you can change that. You can find a new way of being inside yourself that is more healed, more full of light, more transforming into more light. And that's just all that you need. You need just the willingness to let the light in there. And then you'll see that you were never the asshole. You were never unhealed. You were never having problems. You were never behind a wall. Because now the truth starts to shine with just a little willingness to let things happen in a divine healing way. You'll see that you start to arrive in a new space with new thoughts and new feelings and a transformed heart where union is easy. It's already there, and you just step into that which has been awaiting for you all the time. Your twin flame will be there, and they will want to be with you. I promise you that. When you're truly transformed, the whole idea of who the asshole is will fall away. Because you will step into the union consciousness that was already here for you. You just overlooked it. You just didn't see it. You were just not integrated into it yet with your soul, with your mental, emotional, and physical space. And now you did. Now you are. And now you turned your heart around, and so that you fall into it. And now the real changes start. And now everything will start to make sense. And this whole puzzle, even the so-called hardest, difficult, most difficult problems for how you saw them before, will fall into a new place. And this whole puzzle will just fall into place. And you will be amazed and shocked by the result and the ease of it and the perfection that you become aware of, especially when you realize that it was always already there for you, awaiting for you to discover it. Nobody is the asshole. You'll leave the paradigm of the asshole when you first can see that your twin flame is an asshole. And then you step into the real work. You let yourself be helped. You understand that you need the embrace of a true twin flame teacher and the community of it too, of loving people that are just like you doing the real twin flame inner work. And then you come into the phase that you get this weird idea that I did a lot of things to you that you don't like, and now I'm the asshole to you because now you're projecting the problem onto your teacher. And I know that that will happen, but don't you worry. This is a stage that you need to leave, and that I will ask you to leave before you are going to act that out, because that's something I don't accept. And you'll start to move on from that. And then you start to accept that it is you that is the asshole, and that you have done certain things. You have unhealed pieces in your mind that you weren't even aware of, that you really, 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 really didn't even know that existed. And then when you are becoming aware of them, they already start to transform. And the transformation is already complete. And you just let that in. And that's your own healing. And you finally arrive at this unionized place of this piece of your consciousness. So that becomes a place where your twin flame can meet you. And I mean that in the most concrete way. And other places in you will also go through this transformation and be able to meet your true twin flame until the work is complete. So in the end, you will make it come true for yourself that nobody is the asshole and nobody ever was. And you'll see that. You'll have the insight that happens to you, that is not an idea that you read in a book and are repeating now because it sounds so good. No, it's really something that you integrate into what you are now, that nobody is the asshole. And in more and more pieces of your twin flame journey, you can see now that that is the actual truth. The asshole was something like the ego. And you left it already behind, because now you're in the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. The ego is already in the past. You've already said goodbye to it. And you see that it was everyone's ego. And it's gone because you simply don't believe in it anymore. And it just floats away. Goodbye, asshole. Till never again, is what you'll say. And you'll be relieved. And so happy. And then you know that you also don't need to look back anymore. You can just live in the now and look forward to your true twin flame marriage.